सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। ॐ सहना भवतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। सुखं नित्यं स्वप्रकाशं व्यापकं नामरूपयोः अधिष्ठानं बुद्ध्यबोध्यं बुद्धेर्दृग्यत्तु निर्मलम् अपारं सर्ववेदान्तवेद्यं प्रत्यक्परं महः तदेवाहं न मत्तोऽन्यदिति मे निश्चितम्। So we are seeing 4 types of Chaitanyam to explain the oneness between Jiva and Ishvara. And in that, Kutastha Chaitanyam comparable to Ghatakasha is explained. Now this Jiva Chaitanyam comparable to Jalakasha is being explained. And Jiva has got mainly, to begin with, there are 2 components. One is Kutastha Chaitanyam, other is the Antakarana Pratibimbita Chaitanyam. And Antakarana also is later added. So 3 components are there: Antakarana, Antakarana Pratibimbita Chidabhasa, and Kutastha Chaitanyam. And after giving this general information about the Jiva, now Abhasa Swarupa, one component of Jiva is Chidabhasa. That Chidabhasa is explained. And regarding Chidabhasa, 2 views are there. One is that Chidabhasa is the reflection of Kutastha Chaitanyam itself. That was given in the 181st paragraph. And then Athava, the second, Tippanikara said, Purvam Pratibimbaha Kutasthasya eva iti sadita. Purvam means in the previous paragraph, it was established that Chidabhasa is the reflection of Kutastha. Aduna, now, Visaha Brahma Chaitanyasya Pratibimbaha. That Chidabhasa is the reflection of Brahma Chaitanyam, Mahakasha Sthaniya Brahma Chaitanyam. Iti upapad, iti uchyate. So, Athava, so second option was given that Chidabhasa is the reflection of the Mahakasha Sthaniya Brahma Chaitanyam. And he gave this logic. Logic is that our experience is in Ghatakasha, in the Ghata Jala, in the water obtaining in the pot, we are seeing the reflection of space along with the stars. And therefore it must be the reflection of the Mahakasha, Bahya Akasha. So it is proper to take same thing in the Dashtanta also. And therefore the Brahma Chaitanyam, which is the Mahakasha Sthaniya, that Brahma Chaitanyam is reflected in the form of Chidabhasa. So Chidabhasa is the reflection of Brahma Chaitanyam comparable to Mahakasha. And then certain objections were raised that Vyapaka Brahma Chaitanyam, how can it have Pratibimba? For that answer is given. Akasha, even though is a Vyapaka, still it can have Pratibimba. So Brahma Chaitanya can have Pratibimba. And how even Akasha can have Pratibimba? Because Rupavataha eva Pratibimba. He said that particular issue have already resolved by giving the example of Shabda. Shabda Pratibimba is there, even though Shabda doesn't have Rupa. Similarly, this Akasha can have Pratibimba, and like Akasha, this Chaitanyam also can have Pratibimba. Alright. Therefore, Tasmat Sambhavati eva Vyapaka Nirupa Brahma Chaitanyasya api Pratibimba. So 2 objections were resolved. Therefore, Vyapaka and Nirupa. So Vyapaka Chaitanya can have Pratibimba because we have a Drishtanta of Akasha. Nirupa can have Pratibimba because we have got Drishtanta Apna Vakasha and also Nirupa Shabda. Alright. And thus Buddhistha Chidabhasa Buddhi Adhisthana Chaitanyam Ubhayam Militva Jiva iti Uchyate. So Chidabhasa obtaining in Buddhi and Adhisthana Chaitanyam together they are called Jivaha. Soyam Jivaha Tvam Pada Vachyarthaha. In the context of Mahavakya Tattvamasi, the Jiva which is consisting of Chidabhasa and Adhisthana Chaitanyam, otherwise called Kutastha Chaitanyam, that Jiva consisting of these two components is the Vachyarthaha, the immediate meaning of word Tvam. And Jivastha Chidabhasa Vihaya, having given up the Chidabhasa component of the Jiva, Parishishtaha, remaining Kevala Kutasthaha, pure this Kutastha, changeless consciousness alone is Tvam Pada Lakshyarthaha, is the implied meaning of Tvam. And by saying that Kutastha Chaitanyam is the implied meaning, what do we understand? When Guru says, you are Brahma or you are Ishvara, that time the meaning of the Tvam to be taken is Kutastha. That is what is meant by the word Lakshyarthaha. So the meaning which is to be taken while understanding the oneness with Ishvara, that meaning is called Lakshyartha. So here the oneness is possible only with reference to Kutastha. Therefore Kutastha Chaitanyam is to be taken as, is to be understood as Lakshyartha. The meaning to be taken is called Lakshyartha. And how this meaning is obtained? Lakshyartha, by Bhagatyaga Lakshana it is obtained. And that Bhagatyaga Lakshana was suggested. Jivastha Chidabhasam Vihaya. That is called Tyaga. And Parishishtaha, means by that is Ajahad Lakshana. Jahada Jahad or Bhagatyaga Lakshana was suggested by this explanation. So Jivastha Chidabhasam Vihaya suggests this Jahal Lakshana. Parishishta Kevala Kutastha Ajal Lakshana. Therefore Jahada Jahal Lakshanaya, this Kutastha alone becomes Tvam Pada Lakshyarthaha. Aham Shabdasya Vachyarthaha Jivaha. Aham Shabdasya Vachyarthaha. The popular meaning of the word Aham, this what generally people understand, is the Jiva, which is consisting of these three parts. Technically speaking, three parts: Antakarana, Chidabhasa and Kutastha. Even though the ignorant person may not be knowing about Kutastha, he will be knowing himself to be Antakarana and himself to be a consciousness obtained in the Antakarana. Therefore, he is taking only two, but Kutastha Chaitanyam is included. Therefore, the Jiva, we can say Jiva Shabda Vachyartha or Aham Shabda Vachyartha is that Jiva which has got three parts. Lakshyarthaha tu, whereas the implied meaning, the meaning which is implied when we are doing the Mahavakya Vichara, to understand the oneness with Ishvara, the meaning to be taken is called Lakshyartha. And that Lakshyartha is Kevala Kutasthaha, pure, changeless consciousness. Iti Vivekaha. So, final conclusion made was that Vachyartha of the word Tvam or Aham is the Jiva consisting of three. The Lakshyartha of the Tvam is only pure consciousness. Up to this we had seen. Now, Chidabhasaha eva punya papadhyashrayaha na kutastha. Now Jiva is consisting of three parts. Out of these three parts, which part is ashraya, the locus of punya papa? Even though all three are there, but which one is the locus of punya papa? For that answer is given Chidabhasaha eva. Chidabhasa alone is punya papa di ashraya. Punya papa sukha dukha ashraya Chidabhasa. Na kutasthaha, not kutastha. So the meaning of the word I or you depends upon the context. When I say I am sitting here, then the meaning of the word I is the body. When I say I am very emotional, then the meaning of the I is the mind. When I say I don't understand this, then the meaning of the word I is the intellect. So depending upon the context, we give appropriate meaning of the word I. The contextually, one particular aspect will be focused. It is not that other aspects are not there. When I am saying that I am sitting here, that time I am focusing on the body. But it doesn't mean the mind is not there, buddhi is not there, they are there. But ashraya of sitting, the act of sitting is in the body. Even though others are not absent, but others are not focused. Alright, so here when we say I have punyam, I am ativa punyavan, मैं तो बहुत पुण्यशाली हूँ. Very few people say think like this. So I am very, very punyavan. So that time where is the focus? Because the word I, Vachyartha has got all three components. So which components you are focusing when you are saying I am lucky, I am punyavan, or I am papi? So I am papi means papam asti yasya saha papi. The yasya kasya, yasya iti shabdasya ko artha. So that is analyzed. Ubayoho कूटस्थ चिदाभासयोः मिलितयोः जीवत्व व्यवहारे अपि कर्तृत्वादयः जीवधर्माः सर्वे चिदाभासमेव आश्रयन्ति. उभयोः of these two, कूटस्थ and चिदाभास, मिलितयोः combined, कूटस्थ and चिदाभास combined, जीवत्व व्यवहार. Kutastha and Chidabhasa together alone is given the title, the status of being Jiva. So Jiva means Kutastha and Chidabhasa together. So even though the title Jiva, the status Jiva is given to Kutastha and Chidabhasa, still Kartrutvadayaha Jiva Dharmaha. Jiva Dharma, the qualities which are considered to be the Jiva's quality. And what are they? Kartrutvadeya, Kartrutva, Bhoktrutva, etc. Survey, all of them. Chidabhasameva ashrayanti. They are supported by, resorted to Chidabhasa alone. And that idea he explains further. Punyam, Papam, Tatphala Bhuta Sukha Dukkhadi Anubhava. Tatphala means Punya Papa. Punya Papa Phala Bhuta Sukha Dukkhadi Anubhava. The experience of Sukha, Dukkha, etc., which is the result of Punya and Papa. Lokantaram Pratigamanam, the travel to the other world. Tataha Ihagamanam, coming back from there. Tata means Lokantarat, from the other world, coming back here. Ityadi. All this Sarvam Chidabhasa Vishishta Buddhihi eva karoti. All these things, who does? The Buddhi endowed with Chidabhasa. Natu Kutastha and not Kutastha. Kutastha is not doing. So here Chidabhasa Vishishta Buddhi is a is a way of saying. Another way of saying is what? Buddhi Vishishta Chidabhasa. So either way we can say Chidabhasa Vishishta Buddhi Karoti or Buddhi Vishishta Chidabhasa Karoti. So it is something like, this husband and wife, both of them came. So you can say Mrs. Lata with her husband came, or Mr. Devadatta with his wife came. Both mean the same. Only thing, which one you are highlighting. Like your friend is Devadatta only. So you say my friend Devadatta with his wife came. Your friend is Lata. Then you say Lata with her husband came. It depends. But both of them came. So similarly here, so Buddhi is said. Buddhi which is endowed with Chidabhasa. Or we say this Chidabhasa with Buddhi. Karoti. And our Tatparyam is not in that which one is Swamiji correct. Chidabhasa Vishishta Buddhi or Buddhi Vishishta Chidabhasa. You take anyway. Either way you take. Only thing, Natu Kutasthaha. Kutastha na karoti. Our purpose is that you understand that Kutastha is free from all Sukha Dukkhadi Punya Papa. Asmakam Tatparyam, our Tatparyam is only in saying that Kutastha is free from all of them, Samsara Dharma. Chidabhasa is the main Karta and Buddhi is just adjective, or Buddhi is the Kartri and the Chidabhasa is adjective. You can, whichever you like. Either way it is fine. Our Tatparyam is not there. Depending upon the context, we highlight one. But both are okay. Chidabhasa Vishishta Buddhi, Buddhi Vishishta Chidabhasa. Both have to be there. There cannot be only Buddhi without Chidabhasa. So Buddhi doesn't have to say today Chidabhasa did not come. I am waiting, Chidabhasa come, then only I will work. So Buddhi doesn't have to think like this. And Chidabhasa said today I will go alone. I don't want Buddhi. That's also not possible. Chidabhasa and Buddhi always go together. So active Buddhi and Chidabhasa, they always together. Natu Kutasthaha. And now all of a sudden the Granthakara felt the need to give the definition of Kutastha. He could have given in 178 also, Kutastha Varnana. So he said, no, now let me clarify now. So he gives. There itself he had given. But now he gives this Kutastha. What he had given, first one is the same. Kutaha nama ayo ghana visheshaha. Kuta means, nama means ayo ghana vishesha. Vishesha means particular. Particular, ghana means solid piece. Ayaha means iron. A particular solid piece of iron is called Kutaha. Anvil, what we call anvil. Anvil, little bit shape is there, but here he said only some solid iron piece. Particular solid iron piece. Ayaskaradi prasiddhaha. Ayaskara means blacksmith. So, particular solid iron piece which is well known among the blacksmith, etc. It can be blacksmith or cobbler, that's shoemaker. So, that anvil is Kutaha. Tadvat nirvikarataya tishtati iti Kutastha uchyate. Kutavat tishtati iti Kutastha. So Tadvat means like that ayoghana visheshaha, like that anvil, nirvikarataya, without any change, tishtati remains. That is called Kutastha. Uchyate is called Kutastha. So what is the definition given here? Kutavat ayoghana visheshavat nirvikarataya tishtati iti Kutastha. That which remains changelessly like an anvil is called Kutastha. Alright. So here, Drishtanta is that this iron piece. So iron piece Sthaniyam Kim Kutastha Chaitanya. And this anvil is used for giving the shape to the iron pieces. So iron piece like this, something will be there with hammer. This blacksmith will be shaping it. First it is heated and then shaping, giving the shape to the iron piece. So our body and the Sukshma, Sthula and Sukshma Sharira are like iron piece. Once in a while put it into fire, and then Kala, the time principle or Prarabdha is hammering this. Prarabdha hammer is hammering this Sthula Sukshma Sharira. Blacksmith is what? Yamaraja is a blacksmith. Vidata. So Vidata, like a blacksmith, with the hammer of Prarabdha, hammering this Sthula and Sukshma Sharira. And on what? On this anvil. The anvil does not undergo any change. Only Sthula and Sukshma Sharira hopefully will undergo some change. So, Sthula Sukshma Sharira, they are like iron piece. So, they are heated and they are hammered and given some shape. But when this iron piece is given the shape, the anvil which is there underneath, that doesn't undergo change. So when I am identifying with Sthula Sukshma Sharira, which is like a iron piece, then I will feel Sukhi Dukhi. But when I claim myself to be Kutastha Chaitanyam, like anvil, then I can see myself to be free from all Sukha Dukkha Punya Papa. So real identity is Kutastha only. But because of the Bhranti, we identify the iron piece. It is something like you have to imagine that anvil is identifying with the hammer, that the piece, the iron piece, which is being hammered. And so much pain, so much pain, so much pain. So that anvil is forgetting that I am not undergoing any change. All changes are happening to the iron piece. But this Kutastha has, this anvil has identified with this iron pieces. And when it is hammered, the Kutastha also is as if it is feeling, oh, so much pain, so much pain. So that is what is happening to Jiva. Okay. So this Kutastha definition, one is Kutavat nirvikarataya tishtadeti Kutastha. Second definition is Kuta means mithya, unreal, fraud. That is the meaning of Kuta. And kute mithya padarthe adhishthanataya tishtati iti kutastha. Kute mithya padarthe adhishthanataya tishtati iti kutastha. That definition is given. Athava mithya bhuta chidabhasayoho kutaha iti akhya. He says chidabhasa and buddhi, which are unreal, they have got the name. Akhya means name, Kuta. So Kuta is a name of unreal Buddhi and Chidabhasa. Tatra means Mithya Bhuta Buddhi Chidabhasayoho. In this Chidabhasa and Buddhi, Asangataya, as unaffected one, Aste remains. Iti Kutastha. So, Kute Mithya Buddhi Chidabhasayoho Asangataya Tishtati iti Kutastha. Kute Tishtati iti Kutastha. Earlier one was Kutavat Tishtati. Now it is Saptami. Kute Tishtati iti Kutastha. Both will be Upapada Samasa. Kutavat Tishtati, Kute Tishtati. Alright. Ishyate iti Kutastha. Ishyate means accepted. Is accepted as Kutastha. Ataha Kutasthe kartrutvadayaha na sambhavanti. Therefore in Kutastha, therefore means what? Kutastha being what it is. Since Kutastha is nirvikarataya tishtati iti Kutastha, therefore and mithya bhuta padarthe adhishthanataya tishtati iti Kutastha. That being the nature of Kutastha, therefore Ataha. So Kutasthasya Ukta Swarupatvat. Since Kutastha is having the nature which has been mentioned, therefore Kutasthe, in Kutastha, Kartrutvadayaha na sambhavanti. Kartrutvadi are not possible. Why? Because Kartrutva is possible where Vikara is there. And Kutastha being what it is, Kutastha means Nirvikara. Conveys the idea of Nirvikara. So since Kutastha being Kutastha means Nirvikara, it cannot have Kartrutva. It cannot have Bhoktrutva, because Kartrutva, Bhoktrutva are possible only in that entity where Vikara is possible. And Kartrutva, Bhoktrutva are possible only in Drishya Bhuta, Mithya. Whereas this is Mithya Adhisthana. Therefore Kartrutvadayaha na sambhavanti. So Ata has got that meaning. Because of the nature Kutastha has, because of Kutastha being what it is, that is the meaning of Ataha. Ataha Kutasthe Kartrutvadayaha na sambhavanti. Kintu, but Chidabhasasya Bhrantya te dharmaha Kutasthe pratiyante. But those qualities, Kartrutvadi, which are there of Chidabhasa, Bhrantya, because of delusion, Kutasthe pratiyante. are experienced or taken in Kutastha. Means Kutastha it is taken means person thinks that I do not have any entity which is free from this Kartrutva Bhoktrutva. I as the whole having this Kartrutva Bhoktrutva. It is not that, oh, I am Kutastha, but I am changing. Then it is a contradiction. So when he say Kutasthe Pratiyante means a jiva, an ignorant jiva does not discover any part of himself which is free from changes. Any part of himself which is free from the Kartrutva Bhoktrutva. That's what is meant here. Kutasthe Pratiyante. Means person considers himself to be karta bhokta in totality. Means I, the whole I am kutas. I am karta bhokta. And in that I, kutastha also is there. And therefore kutastha also is considered to be karta bhokta by Bhranti. Alright. So one view was given that Chidabhasa is punya papadi ashraya. Now further refinement is done, and that is vastutaha. In reality, punya papadayah na chidabhasasyapi dharmaha kintu buddhehe eva. That punya papadi are not the qualities of chidabhasa but of buddhi alone. So earlier it was said that chidabhasa along with the buddhi or buddhi along with chidabhasa. Now, specifically speaking, it is only buddhi. Buddhi has got this punya papa. And therefore, he explains this idea. This is a title. Vicharyamane tu punya papa tatphalas sukha dukkha lokantara gamana gamanadi sarvam buddhehe eva natu chidabhasasya api. Vicharyamane. Further analysis. Tu means however, when the analysis is done further, then punya, papa, tatphala, the result of punya, papa, sukha, dukkha, lokantara gamanam, going to the other loka, agamanam, coming back, all of them, sarvam buddhehe eva, all of them belong to buddhi. Buddhi represents sukshma sharira, sarvam buddhehe eva. Na chidabhasasya api, is not even of chidabhasa. And by api kaimutika nyaya is suggested that it does not belong to even chidabhasa, then what to talk about, it is not belonging to kutastha. So api shabdena kaimutika nyayena kutasthasya tadrahitatvam darshitam. So kutastha is free from this punya papadi that is suggested by the word api. Chidabhasa also doesn't have. Then what to talk about kutastha? Alright, this is further explains. Buddhi tadatmya abhase tat sarvam bhati. He says because of the identification with the buddhi, chidabhasa is identification with buddhi, therefore abhase means chidabhase tat sarvam means punya papa sukha dukkha gamana gamana bhati appears. Yatha, just as jalapurne ghate ruju bakradi swarupe sati tasmin ghate anyena niyamaneva aniyamaneva sati tadrisha ghata sambandhat. Ghata and sambandha separate are there, should be connected. Tadrisha ghata sambandhadeva tastha akasha bhasaha taha kriyaha karoti natu swataha kinchidapi karoti. So he explained that why this punya papadi gamana agamana do not belong to even chidabhasa. He gives the example. Yatha, just as jalapurne ghate, in the pot which is filled with water. Ruju vakradi swarupe sati, when pot is becoming straight, pot is becoming little vakra means slant or circular, whatever. Tasmin ghate anyena niyamaneva, or that pot is taken by somebody. Anyena niyamane, taken. The pot was here and some pot filled with water was here and somebody take it somewhere else. Or Aniyamane. And again he brought back, thinking that, oh, I thought it's mine, so I took it, then he brought it back. Aniyamane vasati tadrisha gata sambandha deva tastha akasha bhasaha. The reflection of akasha obtaining in the water of the pot, tadrisha gata sambandha deva, because of the connection with such pot. Such pot means what? Ruju vakradi swarupa and niyamana aniyamana. So since this reflection of the akasha obtaining in the water of the pot, what type of pot? This pot which is going, coming, becoming straight, becoming slant, inclined, and therefore since pot is having so many vikaras, changes, and there is a reflection of akasha in the water which is obtaining in the pot, therefore akasha, abhasa, the reflection of akasha, taha kriya karoti. You have to understand iva. Therefore, those akasha appears to be doing all activities. So when this water pot is brought, is taken, then it looks like that akasha also has gone along with. When the water pot is brought back, then it looks like that akasha has come back. The reflection of akasha has come back, reflection of akasha had gone, reflection of akasha has come back. Here we are not talking about akasha, reflection of akasha. So reflection of akasha was there in this water pot and then it was taken. So it looked like that reflection of akasha also went, reflection of akasha also has come back. So similarly, taha kriyaha karoti, natu swataha, not itself, kinchidapi karoti. The space reflected in the pot does not do any activity. It doesn't go, the reflection of the space doesn't go, reflection of space doesn't come. This is Drishtanta. So what is said in Drishtanta? All activities are happening in the pot, and the inside this pot there is a water that may be moving, but this Pratibimbita Akasha, the space which is reflected in the Akasha, that really doesn't do anything. But it appears to be doing. We feel that reflection of the Akasha also is going. Reflection of Akasha also has come. Similarly, Tatha Kama Karmatmaka Jalapurita Buddhi Rupa Gataha. So now here this comparison is slightly different. He says Ghata. Generally Ghata we compare with the body, but here he says Ghata Buddhi Rupa Ghata. Ghata which is in the form of intellect, and it is Purita, it is filled with Kama, desire, Karma, the action, Punya Papa, Karmatmaka, Jala Purita. So the Buddhi Rupa Ghata, the pot in the form of the Buddhi, filled with Kama, Karma, etc. Punya Papadi Sakala Vikriyashraya Bhavati. Thus, Buddhi Rupa Ghata alone is the Ashraya, the locus of all the changes such as Punya Papa, etc. All of them. Tat Sambandhat, because of the association with that Buddhi, Tat refers to Buddhi. Because of the association with Buddhi, Chidabhasa api, even this reflection of consciousness, reflected consciousness also, Vikriya Shrayo Bhavati Iva. It becomes the Ashraya, the locus of Vikriya. Really speaking, the reflection is not moving. This Akasha, wherever this water goes, this Akasha is there. And therefore reflection is not moving. Wherever the water goes, there only Akasha is reflected. So in Akasha there is no movement. Even reflected Akasha doesn't have movement. But it appears. Why? Because it is connected with the pot which is taken and brought. Pot is taken and pot is brought. Therefore it looks like that the reflection in the pot water, is also taken and brought. So really even the reflected Akasha does not have the movement of going and coming. Similarly, the Chidabhasa, also does not have any movement of coming and going. Wherever Antakarana goes, the Chaitanya means Sarva Vyapa, it will be reflected. Like the satellite in the sky, our Chandrayaan 3 has gone. So, wherever it goes, this light is there, it will be reflected. It is not that Chandrayaan is carrying some reflected light with itself. Wherever it goes, light is already there, it will be reflected. So, even the reflected light does not have this travel. Similarly, here reflected Akasha does not have travel. Alright. Similarly, reflected consciousness also does not have Gamana Agamana. So, only thing, it is related with the Chidabhasa. Chidabhasa is related with Buddhi, therefore it appears to be Vikriyashraya. Just as we feel that light is moving in the sky, when the satellite is moving, then it looks like that the light is moving. Really speaking, light is not moving. Wherever it goes, the satellite is reflecting light. So it looks like that reflected light is traveling. Really speaking, reflected light also is not traveling. Okay. Similarly, Chidabhasa appears to be Vikriyashraya. Kutasthaha tu sarva vikara shunyaha. Even Chidabhasa does not have real Vikriyashrayatvam. However, Kutastha is free from all Vikara. Because it is not the reflected even in Buddhi. It is the Adhishtanam of Buddhi. And then, Yatha Ghatakashaha Jalapurna Ghatagata Sarva Vikara Rahitaha Tatha Kutastha api Asangaha iti Viddhi. Just as Ghatakasha is Rahita, is free from all the modifications which are taking place in the pot filled with water, Tatha, similarly, Kutastha also is Asanga, is unaffected iti Viddhi. May you know this fact. I am Kutastha and I Kutastha remain Asangaha irrespective of things happening in the body, things happening in the Sukshma Sharira. Iti Viddhi. Ataha Jivatva Prayukta Nikhila Dharmaha Chidabhase Bhavanti Kutasthetu Agdanat Pratiyante. So again he is telling, therefore Jivatva Prayukta Kartrutva Bhoktrutva Prayukta Nikhila Dharmaha, all attributes Sukha Dukha etc. Chidabhase Bhavanti Iva. In Chidabhasa they appear to be there. But Kutasthetu, but however in Kutastha Agdanat Pratiyante, they appear to be in Kutastha. Ataha, therefore, Kutastha Buddhi Tastha Chidabhasa Samudayaha Jivaha iti Uchyate. Therefore, the Samudaya, the group of Kutastha and Buddhi and Tastha Chidabhasa, the combination of Kutastha, Buddhi and Chidabhasa is called Jiva. Jiva iti Uchyate. Here Ataha means what? Trayanam samudayasya jivatve sarvashruti yukti anubhava samanjasyat. So Ataha, therefore means what? If all the three are considered to be the Vachyartha of Jiva, then the all Shruti Vakyas, all Yukti and all Anubhava will be in harmony, will be not contradicted. Therefore, Jiva is the combination of three. Alright. So here some footnote is there. Natu Chidabhasasya api. Means Chidabhas also is not having really Punya Papa. Only this Antak Sukshma Sharira has. That is explained in the Tippani. Jalagata Shaityam Tatra Pratibimbita Adityadin Yathana Sprushati Tatha Antakranagata Vikaraha api Tatra Pratibhimbita Chidabhasam Na Kadachidapi Sprishanti Kimu Vaktavyam Tadantakaranadhisthana Bhutam Pratyagatmanam Na Sprishanti iti atra. So this particular presentation has got Tatparyam in showing that Kutastha is free from or Punya Papadi. Kaimutika Nyaya. Kaimutika Nyaya means what to speak of. Like we say that this person cannot defeat even the number 3. By the one who is in the wrestling, the number 3 also can defeat him. Then what to talk about number 1? So similarly, here it is said, even this Papa Punya, Gamana Agamana are not there really in Chidabhasa. Then what to talk about the Adhishthanam of Chidabhasa? So he said, Jalagata Shaityam, the coldness obtaining in water. Tatra Pratibimbita Adityadin Yatha Nasprushati. It's a very beautiful way of seeing this. This water in the pot is cold. Very cold. Let us imagine very cold water is there. As cold as possible. And that coldness of the water obtaining in the pot, Nasprushati, does not touch what? Aditya, the sun which is reflected in that water. Tatrami jale. So reflection of the sun is not affected by the coldness of the water. Imagine what this water is very cold, and in that reflection is there of the sun. Now this water is so cold, and therefore this reflection is start trembling. That type of thing doesn't happen. If the reflection is also getting cold, that some trembling etc. should happen. So reflection doesn't have any impact of the coldness of this water. And if there is a hot water, in hot water also reflection will be the same. Cold water also reflection will be the same. So it means the reflection is not affected by the coldness or the heat of the water. Tatha antakaranagata vikara. Here antakara is the water. So antakaranagata vikara. Okay, so is antakaranagata vikara, the modification taking place in the antakarana. So antakarana is water, yes. Vikaras are the dharmas of the antakarana. So coldness of the water, similarly vikara of the antakarana. So antakarana, which is jalasthani antakarana, and the vikara, vikara means the modifications happening in the antakarana, which are jalagata shaitya sthaniya. That modification in the antakarana. What are the modification? Kama, krodha, lobha, etc. or compassion, daya, all this vikara also. Tatra pratibimbita chidabhasam na kadachit sprushanti. So modifications happening in the antakarana also do not touch the chidabhasa which is reflected in the antakarana. Kimu vaktavyam, then what to speak of? Tadantakarana adhisthana bhutam pratyagatmanam nasprishanti. Then what to talk about this fact that the vikaras do not touch the inner self, which is the adhishthanam of even chidabhasa. When vikara cannot touch chidabhasa, then what to talk about not touching the adhishthanam of chidabhasa? Iti atra kimu vaktavyam? Yatha पृथिव्यादिगताः तत्कार्यगताः च विक्रियाः पृथिव्याद्याधारभूतम् आकाशं न स्पृशन्ति तद्वदेव अनात्मभूताज्ञानं तत्कार्याहंकार प्रपंचधर्मांश्च अज्ञान तत्कार्य निखिल दृश्याधिष्ठानभूत चिद्रूप प्रत्यगात्मानं न स्पृशन्ति एव. So how this adhishthanam remains unaffected? That is explained with the help of example. He says, Yatha, just as Prithvyadi gataha vikara, the modification of Prithvi, etc. Tatkarya gataha cha vikriya, the modification obtaining in the Prithvi and the modification obtaining in the product of Prithvi. Like what the house. House is the modification of Prithvi. So Vikara obtaining in the Prithvi and Vikara obtaining in the modification of Prithvi. Prithivyadyadhara bhutam akasham na sprishanti. Suppose there is a modification in the ground, means it was earlier very soft and now becomes very hard. So the Prithvi was very soft, this watery surface was there, therefore it was very soft Prithvi. And now it has become hard because water is not there. So Vikara has happened in the Prithvi. But that Vikara, Prithivyadyadhara bhutam akasham, na sprushanti, that hardness and softness of the Prithvi do not touch the Akasha, which is the Adhara, which is the support of even Prithvi, etc. So Akasha is not touched by the Adhara of Prithvyadi. So similarly, the Vikara of the Antakarana do not touch the Chidabhasa or its Adhishthanam. So Vikara do not touch the Adhishthanam of Antakarana and Chidabhasa. Tadvadeva. Now he gives the, when he gives the Dashtanta, his slight change he makes. Tadvadeva Anatma Bhuta Agdanam, ignorance which is in the form of Anatma, and Tatkarya, the product of Agdanam. What? Ahankara, Deha, Indriyadi, Prapancha Dharmaha. So Dehe, the Ahankara, Deha, etc., which are the attributes. No. The attributes of Prapancha in the form of the Deha, Ahankara, the Indriya, Ahankara. So similarly, let us see what is Dashtanta? Ignorance and the Prapancha Dharma, Tad Anatma Bhuta Agdanam, and Tatkarya Ahankara Dehendriya, the Prapancha Dharmasya. Ignorance and also the properties of the Prapancha in the form of the Ahankara Dehendriyadi. So here we have to understand that Tatkarya, Tat refers to Agdanam. And Agdana Karyam Kim? The Ahankara Deha Indriya, which is what? Prapancha. And Tasya Dharmaha, the attributes of the Prapancha, the world, in the form of the Ahankara, ego, body, organs, which are the product of Agdanam. In simple words, the properties of the Anatma, which is the product of Agdanam. Anatma means Dehendriyadi. The properties of Dehendriyadi, which are the product of ignorance, Chidrupa Pratyagatmanam na sprushanti, do not touch the Pratyagatma, the inner self, which is of the nature of consciousness. Na sprushanti eva, do not touch. And this, what is the nature of this Chidrupa Pratyagatma? He says it is Agdana Tatkarya Nikhila Drishyadhisthana Bhutam. It is a Hetu Garbha Visheshan. The Pratyagatma, which is of the nature of consciousness, is the Adhishthanam of the entire Drishya, objectifiable things. And what is that? Agdana Tatkarya. Ignorance and its product, Prapancha, which is Nikhila Drishya, which is all the objectifiable things. Tesham Adhisthana Bhutam, Adhishthanam of the Agdanam and its product. That Atma, which is the Adhishthanam of Agdanam and its product, Nasprishanti. To that Atma, this Vikara of the Agdanam and Agdana Karya do not touch. Agdanattu te dharmaha kutastham sprushanti iva iti bhrantir bhavati. However, because of ignorance, those dharmas means Deha Dharma, becoming fat, becoming aged, becoming sick, etc. All those dharmas, kutastham sprushanti iva, they are touching the kutastha atma as it were. In bhranti bhavati, that type of bhranti happens as if it is touching this kutastha atma, means me. I feel I am sick. When body is sick, I feel I am sick. When body is aging, I feel I am aging. That is what is said here, Agdana. Alright, then second footnote is second. 1, 2, 3. बुद्धि रूप घटः काम कर्मात्मक जल पूरित बुद्धि रूप घटः पुण्य पापादि सकल विक्रियाश्रय भवति. So here he put his very expert comment he puts, like very interesting. Vastutah tu. See, in that's where the footnote is what is said, that buddhi is the ashraya of punya papadi. That is what is said. Buddhi rupa ghataha punya papadi sakala vikriya shreyo bhavati. Now Tippani Kara goes one step further. See how this transference is happening. Because of ignorance, a person thinks that Kutastha Atma has got punya papadi. Then he says, no, Kutastha Atma doesn't have. He only Chidabhasa has. Then he said further, no, Chidabhasa doesn't have. Buddhi only has. Now Tippani Kara says Buddhi also doesn't have. So nobody has how that's it. Vastutaha tu. He said, in reality, that is our main Siddhanta. Our idea is that there is no real locus where samsara can be located. Samsara is because of Bhranti only. And therefore, it does not have real ashraya. Means in the sense, adhishthanam is that, but real locus is not there. We cannot say that mere buddhi has samsara. Why? Mere buddhi is jada. Jada cannot have samsara. Chetana has got samsara. Chetana also, because Chetana is nirvikari, therefore Chetana cannot have samsara. And buddhi is jada, therefore jada also cannot have samsara. Then who has samsara? He said samsara is there when this buddhi and Chetana Atma appear to be combined. So only combined entity has got samsara. But real combination is not possible. And therefore there is no real locus for samsara. That is the Parama Samadhanam. That samsara is there because we have taken this buddhi and atma to be combined. Really not combined, appear to be combined. And that apparent combination of buddhi and atma is the locus for the samsara. The idea, message conveyed is that as long as you are considering yourself to be one with this buddhi, there will be samsara. When this combination is understood to be unreal, there is no samsara. That is said here. Vastutaha tu sukha dukkhadi samsarahana buddhehe api sambhavati. Buddhi also cannot have samsara. Tathacha uktam. Likewise it is told in Guhadikarana Bhashya, Brahma Sutra Bhashya, it is told, idam hi kartrutvam bhoktrutvam cha sattva kshetrakdayoho iteretara swabhava viveka krutam kalpyate. Paramarthatah tu na anyatarasyapi sambhavati acetanatvat sattvasya avikriyatvat kshetrakdasya. So who has got samsara? See, sattva means buddhi. Buddhi has got samsara or kshetrakda atma has got samsara. He said none of them can have. That is said here. Idam hi kartrutvam bhoktrutvam cha. This doership, enjoyership, etc. Sattva kshetrakdayoho itaretara swabhava viveka krutam kalpyate. This doership, experiencership, etc. is projected because of krutam is caused by aviveka, means non-discrimination of the true nature of each other. Sattva kshetrakdayo itaretara swabhava aviveka kruta. Because of this ignorance of the discrimination between, the distinction between the buddhi and atma alone, the kartrutva bhoktrutvam is there. This is what is said in Adhyasa Bhashyam in the beginning. That atma and anatma can never be really combined. But without their combination, this kartrutva bhoktrutva cannot be there. Therefore, kartrutva bhoktrutvam are there when atma and anatma are as though combined. As though combined means what? Appear to be combined, taken to be combined. And that is said here that because of the aviveka between the nature of sattva, sattva means buddhi and kshetrajna alone, Kartrutva Bhoktrutvam is possible. When I, Atma, consider myself to be combined with Buddhi, I appear as a Karta, I appear as a Bhokta. He said Paramarthatah tu, but in reality, na anyatarasyapi sambhavati. This Kartrutva Bhoktrutvam is not possible of either of these two. Why? Acetanatvat satvasya. Antakarana is achetana, therefore achetana cannot have Kartrutva. And Kshetragna is avikriya. Kshetragna is free from changes. Without changes, Kartrutva cannot be there. So Kartrutvam requires a locus which has got two qualities which are opposite. One is that it should be Chetana, and other is it should be Nirvikara. And what is happening? The two qualities are not there in either of the two. The Anatma Rupa Buddhi does not have the Chetanatva. It has got Vikara, but not Chetanatva. The Atma has got Chetanatvam, but no Vikara. Like, Indian businessman, he doesn't have money, so he cannot start business. The foreigner, this person has got money, but in India, he cannot start business on his own. Therefore, what? They have to combine. That is how foreign investment is there. So, that foreigner has got money, Indian has got Indianness. And to start the business, one has to have Indianness. In some particular sectors, the Indian only can do it. So, combine. Similarly, this for Kartrutvam, the Vikara is required and the Chetanatvam is required. And both the entities don't have both the qualities. Therefore, they joint venture. And really they cannot join. Therefore, Adhyasa, based on Adhyasa alone is possible. Avidya pratyupasthapita swabhavatvacha sattvasya sutaram na sambhavati. He says for sattva means antakarana, it cannot be there at all. Sutara means completely it is not possible. Why? Avidya pratyupasthapita swabhava. Because it is of the nature which is accomplished by only avidya. Means it does not have even real existence. Where is the question of becoming the locus of some quality? Sataha eva kasyachit dharmasya ashrayatvam syat. Only the existent entity alone can be ashraya of some qualities. That this sattva is not having even real existence. This avidya pratyupasthapita means projected by avidya, alone the antakarana is appearing. Therefore it cannot have this kartrutvam. Tathacha shruti yatra va anyadivasyat tatra anyaha anyat pashyet. When there is apparent duality, then one will be seeing the other. Brihadaranyaka ityadina swapna hastyadi स्वप्न दृष्ट हस्त्यादि व्यवहारवत् अविद्यावद् विषयः एव कर्तृत्वादि व्यवहारं दर्शयति. Shruti darshayati. Shruti is showing what? That kartrutvadi vyavahara, the transaction of somebody is karta, somebody is bhokta, that is called kartrutvadi vyavahara, is avidya vishaya eva, is in the field of avidya only. Like what? Swapna drishta hastyadi vyavahara. The transaction that there is an elephant, there is an elephant has come, elephant has gone. That elephant which is seen in the dream, about that elephant we do all vyavahara. But all this vyavahara is the mithya because the elephant itself is mithya. Similarly, the combination itself is mithya. The sat and also antakaranam is mithya. Therefore, antakarana ashrita vyavahara also is mithya. Yatra tu asya sarvamatmaiva bhut tat kena kam pashyet. When everything is understood to be Atma, then who will see with the help of which instrument? Ityadinacha vivekinaha kartrutvadi vyavahara bhavam darshayati shrutihi. Shruti is showing that when understanding comes, then kartrutvadi vyavahara bhava. There is absence of all the transactions related to kartrutvadi. Means real transaction. I am doing this, I did not do this, this type of vyavahara is not there for a wise person. Alright. So from this also we understand that buddhi also really is not the ashraya. Only bhranti Because of Bhranti, there is a combination and combined entity becomes Ashraya as it were. Okay, more we'll see in the next class. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha.